In the world of energy transmission, doing energy work, you have to know your output percentage. And over time, as you're practicing and you're doing the work of transmitting chi, energy, or influencing that to another person, you'll know the amount that you're putting out, your output. You'll get a feel of how much that is, the strength of it, the tangibleness of it, the ambience of it, the subtleness of it. So there are different types. It really comes down to like 2 or 3 different types. There's the ambient chi, where you can use symbols, imagery, as like a bridge for the idea of what you want to do, the intent of what you want to transmit energy, without any particular directives, just transmit energy, that's it. You don't have to repeat it to yourself, you just have that intent that this is what you're doing with this type of symbol or this type of imagery, and you put it out. Now that's an ambient feel. Feels like a warmth, flowing river, not too strong, very subtle, and it brings benefit. And in time, which will take a few sessions, a few times of meeting the person and doing the work, to make real, consistent changes. Doesn't matter what, well, technically it matters what kind of sickness they have, but generally, no matter what it is they have, it still will take a little bit longer. It's a soft, subtle flow of chi. Now, the other one is a more tangible expression of chi. That one would require you to cultivate chi, cultivate single-minded concentration, work a technique that helps pull in, retain, compress, refine, and be able to, well, depending on the technique, transmit the chi and actually have a tangible feel. Not just an ambient, soft, subtle flow, but something a little bit more concrete. And that comes with a long time practice. No matter which one of those, eventually there will be an excessive output where you're putting too much into each time you're doing the transmission. And what happens? You get signs that you're getting burnout. Doesn't matter if you're doing the bridge work of transmitting and you're just the channel, the funnel of chi or energy, whatever you want to call it, or you're cultivating it, tangibly refining it and putting it out. Doesn't matter. Eventually, there will be a burnout. Hence why returning to a practice is going to be so important for you. A practice that refines, a practice that rebuilds, nourishes the body and the mind, and allows you to continue doing the work without hurting yourself. So in doing that, the signs you want to look for, very, very important, and they appear as fatigue, they appear as aches in the joints, aches in the muscles, tightness in the muscles, headaches, pressure headaches, actual real pain headaches, depends on how much you're giving and you're not even bothering to take care of yourself. It can show up as dark circles under the eyes, settling in eyes, like underneath your eyes, they settle inward. It looks like they're caving in. Greenish under the eyes, greenish blue under the eyes, pain in the lower back. You can feel like you don't have enough energy throughout the day, that you have to keep doing a revitalization practice of using the symbols to turn the energy back to you, and you can do all this stuff. I mean, there's so many different methods to do that, but those things would be temporary. The long-term practice would be an actual stillness practice, a compression practice, revitalization practice. Could be within sitting, could be within standing, could be within lying. And sometimes you just take a break from doing the work to revitalize your own energy. Now, throughout the whole entire practice, of course, you have to nourish yourself. Nourish your body, nourish your mind, nourish your energy, and make sure that you take care of your health on one. But with the practices, in terms of practice-wise, you're cultivating techniques or methods that help you strengthen internally, strengthen your organs, and heal yourself or revitalize yourself. Big word, revitalization. So you have to, because it doesn't matter if you're just a funnel, if you want to take the perspective of you being just a funnel and you're not doing the healing work, or you take the perspective of you're cultivating the energy and you're refining it and you're directing it and making it tangible enough where that person actually, beyond their doubts, whether they believe it or not, they know, they feel, they experience a tangible pressure within the body. very tangible sensation within the body they can actually put their finger on. They might not be able to explain it, but they can say, hey, this is something I really felt. It could be an electrical shock within the body. It could be a push, a pulse, but something very strong. And I'm emphasizing those because it's different from just an ambient flow. So regardless of the perspectives you take, you always have to revitalize. You always need time to get your mind in the right spot, because the signs of burnout or the signs of excessive output are many. They can even go into internal dialogue increasing and thoughts of self-doubt, thoughts or negative self-talk, let's call it that, negative self-talk. You'll get instances where you think you are being drained by other beings. Whether or not that's true, the fact that that is even going to be possible tells you that you have leakages, that you are putting too much out. So find your practice, whatever it is, because I don't know what you're doing. But if this video and this content makes sense to you, find where in your practice do you have a revitalization technique. That which brings you inward, strengthens your energy, strengthens your organs, strengthens your mind, and rebuilds or strengthens up the concentration power that you should have because you're doing this type of work. Now, keep this in mind. Whether the perspective is you're a funnel, you're a bridge, you're not actually doing the work, you're just being the in-betweens of the universe energy and the person so they can receive their healing, or you're cultivating the energy itself and tangibly refining it, etc., etc. Regardless of those two perspectives, you need to refine, you need to cultivate and revitalize the body. Meaning the mind, the body, your energy. Straight up. Another quick note is being the bridge, the truer way, is cultivating and refining and actually directing the truer way. Well, both of them can be applied. If you believe one of them, that one will be real. If you believe the other one will be real too. So it doesn't matter. But the fact is, if there is a body who is taking on the practice of the transmitting of energy, whether or not a person thinks it, that they're doing it or not, they're still doing it. There is always one who is facilitating and one who is receiving. So the idea of being a bridge and only a funnel and you're not doing the work, you are doing the work. That's it. That's truly it. But you can take any perspective you want. That's it.